Welcome back to a brand new episode of Paultalkschelsea. Chelsea. I go by the name of Paul Blaze. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get into it. On today's episode, we're going to speak injuries. I am so tired of injuries. Bro, it feels like as a Chelsea fan, we've been talking about injuries for years, probably like 2-3 seasons. Do you guys remember the time under Pochettino where injuries were just flying left, right, and center? Everyone is injured. We had 11, I think we had more than 11 players injured at some point. Reece James, Fofana, Levi, Cole, Christopher Nkuku, the list went on and on and on. And it felt like everyone was just injured. It felt like Oprah was always at Stamford Bridge just handing out injuries. You get an injury, you get an injury, you get an injury. Everybody's getting an injury. And it was just so exhausting, man. But moving on to the video, we're starting off with a lot of energy today. And the first thing I have to say, Romeo Lavia is injured once again. Romeo Lavia has been called one of the most underrated and talented players by Code Palmer himself. Imagine. And now he's out injured again. So disappointing. I mean, he was just starting to come into some form. We were starting to see Romeo Lavia start to cook. I don't know if you guys remember the game against Liverpool where we win the ball back just outside the penalty area and the ball rolls to Lavia. Someone tries to press him and he dances past him, a quick shimmy, and he just progresses the ball forward and we're attacking. Counter-attack straight just like that. Romeo Lavia is so important to how we build up and play, and Maresca said it so many times. It's unfortunate that he can't stay fit. I don't know why he keeps on breaking, man. Why do you keep on breaking? Because when we play with Romeo Lavia, according to the system that we're playing, you can see how he progresses the ball forward. We have aggression in the middle of the park. We've got progressive ball carrying. We've got defensive, when we have Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Reece James on the pitch, Enzo Fernández together, it's just cooks. I remember the game where we were actually able to play Caicedo, Romeo Lavia in the middle with Enzo, and he played Caicedo when we were in defensive shape as a right back, and it just worked as a right wing back, and it just worked so beautifully. Really breaks my heart that he's injured again, and the report is
Romeo Lavia said to miss at least 1 month with injury.
1 month without Romeo Lavia once again. But the thing is, my problem is, how Chelsea medics are, and with players like Romeo Lavia, Fofana, if they say Romeo Lavia is out for 1 month, man, 3 months, probably 4 months, because, man, I hope this time around that it's really a month because we need him. The season is only really going to get kick-started after this last international break, moving into November and December. And the games come thick and fast, and we need all the depth we can have because Caicedo can't be playing every game. We've already had reports of Enzo playing through an injury, and he just came out and said, I've been playing with the knee injury. I really hope that Romeo can come back as soon as he can because we need the squad depth. We need to push. I think anything is possible with the squad, and the most frustrating thing is that the injuries have always set us back. Imagine a Chelsea team where everyone is fit. Cole Palmer, Lavia, Fofana, Badiashile. It's like every time we string a little bit of form, something happens, someone gets injured. Every time we start to look promising. I remember the game where we had the partnership of Josh Achampong and Badiashile, and they both got injured during that game. What is going on? Which village people have they bullied? Which village people are plotting against my team? Bro, it's exhausting. But anyways, moving forward, what I would say is that we really need the depth, and I really hope it's just a month because we already have Dario Sugo supposed to be back up, who's also injured. So all we have left is Santos, Caicedo, who's not fully fit, João Pedro's not fully fit, Enzo has a knee injury and he's not going to play for Argentina. He's going to try and recover. I think big ups to Enzo Fernández. He's really pushed through even with the injuries. He's been playing with an injury. That's why some games he looked very flat. But big ups to him because even last year he played with a hernia injury. So big ups to the man that he's still able to push, and really put in the shift. Because most players, we can see the drop off if they're injured or they just won't play. So shout out to Enzo Fernández on that one. We just got Liam Delap back, who obviously we can see coming from the injury is still a bit rusty. He still hasn't really integrated into the team, but I say we give him time. I hope João Pedro can also get fully fit. I really think this Chelsea team, without all these little niggles and injuries, are an amazing team. And there's so much potential for these young players. They can be frustrating at times, but I do think the process of becoming that mean machine, that winning machine, that we take everything, we take the Carabao, we take the UEFA Champions League, we take everything, we take the lollipop out of your mouth, will only happen when we stop getting injuries. And I hope someday the village people can just let Chelsea be without the injuries. Then we can really see what Enzo Maresca can cook because the depth is there, but usually the problem is the injuries. Now, in other news, Chelsea are renting £16,000 to have dinner in the dressing room. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comments. But for me, I just generally think it's a very odd thing. Why would I want to have dinner? I am a diehard Chelsea fan, but why would I want to have dinner in their dressing room? That kind of stinks in there or something. Like, basically just like stuff lying around, bro. You know, socks, players probably fought on the seats and stuff like that. Like, why would you want to do that? Like, do it on the football pitch or something. Do it on the football pitch. You know, put a carpet. It's very nice. You know, Stamford Bridge under the lights, dinner date. That would be very, 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 very romantic. Or just a very nice, you know, fancy dinner. I think that's worthwhile. And I'm from Africa, so I don't know how much £16,000 really is in your country. But obviously, if you convert it to South African rands, it really is a lot of money. But hey, man, different countries, different time zones, different currencies. Another story coming out of Chelsea's bomb squad is that Axel Disasi is training with the 21-year-olds. Now, I don't know what to make of that per se, but I guess he's being positive. I don't know what Raheem Sterling is doing in the meantime, but Axel Disasi, Axel Disaster, as some fans would call him, not so keen about him coming back. I think let him get some game time, but let's set him because he's made too many mistakes for too long. I don't know what you guys think about that story. I do think it's quite commendable for him to still try and make a plan and have a positive attitude out of this very unfortunate situation, which I do think he played himself into it, but he's also if I remember correctly, he had a lot of injuries. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comments. Just to add on to what this guy said, he was only rested for 45 minutes due to Esugo being injured and Lavia being injured. Which is very sad because my worry is we saw the other time that he was rested. He had a little bit of a knock. At times he has looked a bit off the pace a little bit, but he's been world class overall. But my worry is if Lavia doesn't come back, Esugo is not coming back anytime soon. I think January is the reported date. I'm worried that Moses Caicedo might just break, and if he breaks, what are we going to do? Santos is not at the pace yet. Who else can we play? We can't always play Reece James because he might break as well. Gosh, Reece James breaks and it's late. It's late. I really do think we're not doing as bad as sometimes the Chelsea fan base makes it seem out to be. I think you guys need to calm down, relax a bit. The season is long. These are still young players. Let's be patient. I know we've been on this rebuild for about 2-3 years and it's coming. But we have to understand that the business model has changed. The club ownership has changed. We've got a lot of young players and it's not clearly going to change. And we have to give them time. But what I do see is that there's a gelling, there's a coming together, there's something crooking, there's something brewing in the air, something's happening. The only thing is the village people. Leave my Chelsea players alone with the injuries, and I really think we start cooking even more. I'm excited to see what we do after the international break. At least some players will get some rest. João Pedro, one player that's going to get some rest. Maybe Cole Palmer will be back. We'll love to see what he does against Barcelona, maybe against Arsenal. And the future is very exciting, and I really do think that we are on the right track. Just the village people need to leave us alone. I've been Paul Blaze. This has been Paultalkschelsea. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on everything I've touched on. And I'll see you guys next time, and peace.